There's a camp right at the crossroads here.
Guess it's a place for people to rest up together before going their separate ways.
Indeed, a welcome sight.
Shall we catch some Z's, Prince?
Hey!
Here we go. Wonder what we'd find if we drove the hovercraft across the sea.
I don't know, but you can't do it in a hovercraft. It'd break down before long, and you'd be stranded.
I'd do a lot for you, but heading after you to fix it isn't on that list. Maybe let's ditch that idea.
You kept me waiting.
Hey, Croa! We came for the Aquanium.
Getting right to the point, I see. That said, it's not like I can just hand this over to you for free.
So how do we settle this?
How about with that one-on-one match we never got to have?
Sure thing. Wanna have it here?
Nah, somewhere else. Let's find a spot that gives me the edge. Surely the leader of the demons wouldn't mind such a small handicap.
Actually, the leader of the demons is Lucy.
Fine. I'll take you on anywhere.
There's a place just west of here, Arashia Village. I'll be waiting for you right outside town. You'd better be ready, too. I want our duel to be legendary. Finally. The perfect spot for our contest is up ahead. Follow me. So tell me, what are you demons?
Dunno. You wanna handle this one, Thief?
Let's see. Well, we've lived on this world long before humanity even existed. Think of us as your venerable ancestors.
Wow. So you're like the original people of our world? That's rad. So, that's who Supreme Commander Bread and Mooniel are fighting with.
We want nothing to do with this annoying conflict they're forcing on us.
You're not thinking of wiping us all out, are you?
Hey, we're not monsters. Leave us out of your dumb wars.
Supreme Commander Bread is always telling us that demons are the baddest of the bad. But I'm starting to think that can't be true.
Exactly. Demons aren't the bad guys at all.
I agree. They might have the purest hearts of anyone in this world.
Oh, our hearts are pure, all right. Pure evil.
Beelz, how about you shut your trap for a bit? General Croa, won't you lend us a hand? You've been thinking, haven't you? About which side is right and which is wrong?
Not so sure about that. Right is relative, after all. One person's right is another person's wrong.
You mean, after all this, you really still think Bread is in the right?
You're the princess, right? Under normal circumstances, I'd be at your command. But these times sure as hell aren't normal, and I answer only to Supreme Commander Bread. I owe him for taking us in when we had nothing to our name, and giving us a life in the army.
So you're just going to turn a blind eye no matter what he does?
Well, to me, honor is more important than being right.
But
Let it go. He's already made up his mind.
Yeah. Nothing like what I expected. Right here. Now then, let's get started.
Yup. You guys just let me handle this.
All right.
Now, my little demon friend. Ready for round 2?
bingo! Landing that hit, though, that's the problem. Watch out! Here he comes!
Is that all? That's a nice speed you've got there. Well, where that came from? Well, I can tell you're putting your heart and soul into this battle.
As if. I'm a heartless, soulless thief, you know.
Oh, did I accidentally offend you? Treasure Prince!
Run! Uh-oh! It's catching fire!
Or where that came from? Or where that came from? There never was much. Let's take this fight up another gear, Beelzebub! Just a little more!
The suspension's busted!
Tuck it in, Prince.
Hot, hot, hot! Uh-oh, it's catching fire!
Is that all? Dang it. That's my loss. Here. The aquanium's yours.
You sure about that? You will definitely be punished for handing it over, won't you?
Yep, discharged at the least. Back to being unemployed, I guess.
So, what will you do now?
That's a good question. I could be special ops, a staff officer, maybe a servant like you.
Who are you calling a servant?
That said, I think there's a princess who's awful short-handed on nights.
You'll lend us a hand?
I'm borrowing yours, actually. May I, princess? That probably isn't how you're supposed to do it, but anyway, my blade's yours.
Gah! Would you get over yourself?
But why? You said that you owed bread.
Didn't I also say honor's important to me? After you saved me back at Styranus Ruins, I owe you guys too.
So, you'll join us?
Nah, I got another idea in mind that I think will be more helpful to you. Here, take this. It's a private line between us. When the time comes, I'll get in touch.
Okay. Got it.
I'm off. Treat the princess right while I'm gone, will ya?
We've gained a powerful ally.
Yeah.
I say don't expect too much out of him.
Sheriff Rao here.
This is Longo. We need you back at camp right now.
What happened?
We'll explain after you get here. Bread is about to make a move.
Understood.
Wait, what's everyone doing here?
It's like they didn't even hear you.
Longo?
Keep watching.
At long last, King Jam has admitted the error of his ways. Moreover, he has agreed to cede the throne to Muniel. And this is the proof.
How does it look? Certainly screams royal heirloom, doesn't it? When King Jam entrusted me with this treasure, I had no choice but to accede to his wishes! To his will that I replace him as ruler of Forestland and defend its people!
Silence! It is for us, the people of Forestland, that Muniel has assumed this heavy burden. From this day forth, we must accept Muniel as our one true sovereign. The coronation shall be held in the palace square immediately.
This isn't good. I hadn't considered they could use the necklace to confer legitimacy.
Now they're stealing my father's position by force, just like they stole the necklace.
If we don't counter their narrative, they win.
Why not just use the radio tower like before?
If we contact your news office, can they help us reach out to the people directly?
Sadly, no. The media has been the Army's lapdog for the last decade.
Then let's crash the ceremony and speak to the cameras directly.
But will the people even listen to a plea made through such violent methods?
Once they see I'm alive, I'm sure they'll pay attention.
I doubt they'll like hearing that you're half fiend. Sorry, Princess.
This is bad! What happened, Chapon?
It's not just a coronation. At the same time, they're gonna execute King Jam!
Chapon! This is no time for jokes.
I'm not joking! Rumors are spreading all over town!
There's just no way. Surely not even bread would go that far.
There's no point in speculating. Portos infiltrated the army. We'll ask him when he returns. Until then, we sit tight.
You mean they'll execute my father?
Now, we don't know that for sure yet. Let's rest up while we wait for more information.
Father. All because I lost that necklace. Beelz, what do I do? If something happens to Father?
I expect Muniel will invade SandLand as soon as he's been crowned. And if he can finally achieve Bread's goal of conquering SandLand, even those who disapproved of Bread's methods will side with him. That is the absolute worst-case scenario for us.
I didn't want to say this in front of Anne, but the loss of her necklace was a problem. It's allowed them to make it look like King Jem willingly gave up the throne. I don't know if the part about the execution is true, but there's no need to keep the king alive anymore.
Good work, Horto. So, is the rumor about the execution true?
Yeah. The generals couldn't stop talking about it. They were clearly shaken. The execution's supposed to happen before the ceremony.
Longo!
Don't worry. It's time for the Resistance to rescue King Jam. Yeah!
Yeah, I hate to be a downer, but do we even have a strategy?
Only one kind of plan works well with our numbers. It's back to diversion and infiltration. We'll use the secret entrance known only to the royal family to reach the palace square.
And the diversion? With the king being held hostage, any drastic moves could put his life at risk.
The diversion will come after the rescue to provide the infiltration team with an escape route.
Ah! Have you lost your minds? That's it. We're out of here. This is obviously a trap. Only a total moron would run right into it.
I know, but we have no choice.
Oh, well, be my guest. Just don't expect us to join in.
Wait!
It's fine, Anne. No point in trying to force him.
But...
Mr. Beelzebub is right. We don't want to make anyone take part against their will.
Well, I guess I'll sit this one out too.
Not on my watch.
I knew it.
We've been fighting the good fight for an entire decade now. Let's show Bread just how much we've learned about guerrilla tactics over these past 10 years. Let's go. We'll work out the details in the field.
To change your